Hello, all. Welcome to session 45 of the Sphere of Power campaign. And we are back after barbecuing a bunch of spiders deep underneath the obelisk in the desert. It has been a couple of, let's see, inside the game, only about a day, but for us, several months worth of exploring this temple and the uncharted areas, some of which seem much older than the others. As you attempt to uncover the truth behind the politics going on in the oasis with a missing princess, or at least a betrothed to the firstborn son, a questionable secondborn son whose loyalties may or may not be to the family, a Sand Voyagers Traders Guild of high renown that apparently is missing their guild master, a Slavers Guild, which has apparently been surfacing. They've existed in the desert for a while, but apparently they've been making more incursions into daily life of the oasis, and exactly how deep they run and how corrupt they are remains to be seen, but they're obviously not the most positive contributors to the to what's going on around here. And then, of course, there's the grand overarching antagonist of Kalatarius, who you released a few weeks ago and has apparently been wreaking havoc throughout the desert, toasting various settlements, burning the sand into glass, and leaving just carnage everywhere. And apparently he has somehow been involved in the missing princess. And all of these pieces have yet to connect together. So anyway, did who was that joined? Do we actually have Matt get in here? No, just Alex. Do we have him in here 3 times? No, just twice. Okay. All right. So with that, players, any questions, or are you ready to move on with any prior plans?
I remember that there is a lot of ominence beyond the door here.
Well, just to refresh your memory, the inscription.
You're talking north of the north one. There's big evil behind the north one.
Yes, which drives Matt to continue, or drives Varric forward. He has to know and slay the bad ones.
Now, with that in mind, the inscriptions that you uncovered behind the webbing that Kaelily translated says, "Beware ye the wrath of Set and his minions, for before ye lies the gate to this kingdom of evil, and those who journey never return."
Sounds like a challenge to me. What say the group?
The question is, do you want the paladin to lead you forth?
Do we have any choice of getting the paladin to stop?
You might, Rabbit, you might.
I doubt it.
Isn't that an open doorway down here to the south?
Yes, I believe it is.
We should probably explore the open spaces first to make sure something doesn't come in behind us.
Spider carcass.
And just in case it's not clear on the map, and not to necessarily draw your specific attention to it, but because it would be visible to Haig, is that there is a door at the end of that passage by him.
Yeah, I remember that too.
So southward is the great evil, correct?
Northward
north
is the great
evil.
Okay. Getting my great evils confused.
Yeah, because there's a door. There's a door also on the north wall there behind where you smushed the spiders. I think we can take out the spider.
Here.
Where's my combat tracker? Combat tracker.
Here.
Bye-bye. No more monstrous spider. He's been consumed.
Sweet. Knowing Matt, I would think that he would agree that it makes sense to explore the open spaces, but be adamant that we return to the bad space. Yes, no?
Yeah, no, I agree. My experience with paladins, they tend to be a little bit headstrong and stupid that way, so.
Lead the way,
Headstrong is-
sorcerer.
Headstrong, usually somewhat oblivious, but let's face it, Albie, when they have at least some degree of wisdom or intelligence, they can be reasoned with for
Yeah,
a better
can-
opportunity or not just throwing their lives away.
They tend to be blinded by faith, let's put it that way.
Yes, they do. And I'm not disagreeing with you, but I'm just saying is that the ones that have a little bit more brains upstairs can be reasoned with.
True.
You know, or you can manipulate them into pointing out another point of honor that would take precedence to them. It's like, oh yeah, if you do that, all the villagers are going to get killed. Oh yeah, I don't think I can do that.
Yeah, not today, anyway.
Yeah, that kind of thing. So they sometimes can be reasoned with. They're not berserkers.
True.
All right, I'm already ready to stomp something. I'm gonna go this far.
Where's my characters? All right, so at least until Ryrick shows up, if he shows up, then I'm going to be giving you control of him.
Okay, I'll text him too.
All right, so what's the action plan?
I'm just moving. Oh, wait, warning.
Through the doorway?
Database node not owned. It's yelling at me.
What's yelling at you?
Did you-
Fancy
did
grounds,
you
but I
run-
think it was when you.
Did you run a
transferred it to me.
full check for updates on the client?
I did.
Okay.
Oh, your
I was gonna
game's
say,
complaining.
Mine's a fresh install because I just formatted my machine a week ago and I'm not getting any errors at all. So
Yeah, I run updates every time I launch the game, period.
Do we have
All right.
anything written on the wall here?
Well, I guess a description of this room would be in order. Yes, folks, I am resorting to the printed books. Okay. You did take care of the goblins that were in here, didn't you? I believe you did. They were a minor annoyance. But I can't see how that room would have been exposed without you having taken care of them. I do seem to remember a minor annoyance, but it has been a few months. So yeah, if I recall correctly, and if anyone remembers differently, please correct me. But there should be the bodies of several goblins that you guys took care of when you first discovered this room. Because they were all asleep at the time. West wall. The room is dimly lit by candles. The south wall lies crumbled and broken. A tunnel runs toward the south. And the door opens into the center of the north wall, which is where you came in through. So the tunnel, let's see if I can expose this without exposing too much. That's basically what you see beyond. A crumbled tunnel. It seems to run back into diggings. Okay. I keep forgetting to switch the mode. I really wish I had hotkeys for that. All right, so Kaylee and Redreth move forward. Albie is kicking it in the back. What about Miz? Are you not on the map? Oh, Miz is still kicking and staying out of the
Yeah,
negative
I'm
energy zone.
I'm still keeping watch unless anyone tells me what's going on. My character just naturally assumed that. All good.
So it looks like to Kaylee's right, it opens into another room slash chamber of obvious deliberate construction. And to the left, it turns a little more sharply and seems to descend deeper into the terra firma.
Right.
Okay. I was apparently on mute, so
Yeah, I haven't
my
heard from you in a
question
while, but we can hear you now.
or comments. I forgot that I had muted myself for some reason that I have now forgotten. My notes, I don't see any reference of having actually gone into this chamber before, but that was just a quick look. And my skimming abilities are sometimes lacking.
Like I said, the goblins that were in here really were just a minor annoyance. They were obviously minors. So quite honestly, I mean, none of them had more than 7 hit points. So they
Okay.
were literally an
Not-
annoyance, but yeah, they were obviously minors. There was a lot of mining picks in here, and this is obviously a staging base for the tunnel that you're in right now.
Okay, so the tunnel looks like it's a rough hewn stone.
Yes.
Okay.
With a lot of, dirt and rubble around, debris from obvious hand mining operations.
Okay. And yes, Kaylee is going to signal everybody to stay back while she peeks ahead. And then she's going to float over this way and see what looks to be in this chamber. Oh, can we get a timestamp for my notes, please?
Oh, yes. And you did say float, did you not?
Because
You have
I
that ring.
can do that.
And are we trying to be stealthy or no?
Well, of course we're trying to be stealthy. Let me. We are definitely trying to be stealthy because being stealthy is how we operate.
Yes, that was my cat. One being comfy, the other one getting too close. And someone had something to say about it. Yeah, go eat your food. That's moving. All right. The unmasking. Oh, did I really do that? Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. I did. Okay, so a couple of small errors in the map. Shouldn't be too big of a deal, but I might have to do some clarification. All right. Okay, so there's a room there. There's a door at the end there. That actually is a wall between the door and the other side. I just, for whatever reason, it didn't come through. So
Oh,
let me see if
well,
I can.
silly technical gremlins.
Yep. Let me see if maybe I can. Black may not be the best color for that. Let's try. Okay, so that blue line is actually a wall.
Okay, that works. So what does this room look like?
Oh, you want a description too, huh? God, people are so demanding.
Well, of course.
Okay, so this area would be lit by candles. The south half of the room is piled high with crates and chests. Large figures lie on mats in the northeast corner, as in right in front of you.
Oh, lovely.
So you'll excuse me for just a moment. They are lying down. And okay, where are they? That's cool. Okay, use one of those. And one of those. Do that. And they say. Okay. That's what you see on the ground. And I am guessing.
Hmm.
That's what they look like.
There's.
Oh.
Are those bugbears?
They don't appear. They don't appear to have noticed me yet, have they?
No, they're sleeping.
Okay, I'm going to float back to my companions and let them know that I found some ugly-looking sleeping creatures right by the opening, and maybe the Goliaths want to go in and do their smacky thing.
I would love to smacky. Wait, hold on.
So, I mean, that's not exactly the words that Kay Elohir would use, but that's the gist of what she says.
And if things get problematic, I can always put a flaming sphere right here next to all of them. So, and just bump it into the lot of them.
Good
But-
morning.
This is tailor made for the Goliaths to go in and squash them.
It kind of
Yeah.
is, yeah.
It kind of is,
That was smacky.
especially if you can get two of them
Bingo.
if you can get two of them with lethal attacks before they even wake up.
Yeah, that's kind of Kay Elohir's thought, is the Goliaths get to sneak in as best they can and attempt to smack at least two of them while they are down. And then this will be fairly easy.
Okay, before we actually finalize the move of the two Goliaths to that particular location, I am going to ask you both to roll a stealth check.
Of course. Can
See
you
whether or
go
not
pick
you're
up my-
clumsy enough to wake them up, or even worse, trip over them. Oh, sorry. Oh, what was there was some movie that my cousin had put on the other night. Oh, Jack Reacher. Has anyone seen that? With Tom
Yeah.
Cruise?
Yeah.
There was a scene in there where a pair of real dumb guys somehow managed to get the jump on him and sneak up behind him and clock him on the head with a baseball bat. But he was standing just inside the doorway, so they didn't quite land on him. It was enough to, stun him and knock him into a bathtub. But they really didn't hammer him as good as they should have. And then the two of them go in there to try to finish him off. And they do more damage to themselves than they do to him while he's sitting there, practically laughing at them trying to hit him inside this steel bathtub. And one jerks the bat back into the other guy's face, and then the other one tries to hit him and winds up clocking his other guy upside the head. And it's just like, oh my God. Yeah, comedy errors. And I'm just like, yeah, there's got to be a way to incorporate that into a D&D encounter. Absolutely.
Add dexterity rolls.
Oh God, no kidding. All right, so
Okay.
let's see those stealth rolls, boys.
Oh boy. Oh, sorry. Oh, well,
Ooh,
yeah.
egg.
I tripped and fell on one.
Oh, ouch!
See what happens,
Yeah.
Keith? You talk about stealth rolls and
I think somebody just tripped.
That's supposed to be, yeah. Yeah.
Well, that's basically what we were looking for.
smacky with his face on floor.
Okay, let's do it.
Yeah, so I have to ask, is this more of that sibling rivalry going on? Or, oh, sorry, brother. Here,
I
take
can
a
see,
closer look, poke.
I can see myself tripping and dinging my weapon on the wall where it was like, ching! My brother's looking back at me and go with bug eyes and a pissed off face.
Yeah, I could also see, well, am I getting this backwards, or was it Varric that got caught last session?
Oh, I don't remember.
Was Varric or you? Crap, now I'm gonna have to go back. No,
That is the beauty of the roll there, Dan.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not just a 1, but a -1.
Yeah.
I guess that's a time when the modifier does apply on a critical miss. All right, so with that in mind, we now have Haig actually fallen on top of the two of them. They are awake. Let's see if they're prone.
You think?
Well, these things are sound sleepers, you know?
Mhm.
Well, and probably wake up groggy.
All right, so he wakes the two of them up. He wakes all three of them up. He doesn't manage to pin either of the two right next to him. Give me 1 second, guys. Sorry about that. I had a breakfast delivery. It's very welcome when I'm trying to multitask again. All
Don't
right.
eat, Mike.
Huh?
So don't eat your mic.
I don't think it's that close to my face. At least I hope not. All right, so he's on top of two of them. They are not necessarily pinned, but they are proned, which is this unidentified creature 1. Yeah, you guys have identified them. You know what they are by now. So, but he stands up and is ready to go. So let's see. Everyone go ahead and roll your initiative at your current positions. Kaoli, you actually can have a +2 on your initiative roll because you're kind of sitting there ready for them to mess up.
Okay, that brings me to a total of 20. If you could fix that, please. Thank you.
Ms. Did you roll in it or did you go AFK?
Oh no, no one told me they're going into another area, so my character wouldn't know because he's still keeping watch for danger approaching from behind from the other direction.
That makes sense. You wouldn't have anything to know to roll initiative on. Okay. You haven't heard any screams or blood curdling roars or anything else like that. So,
Nope.
all right. So, rest of this seems to work out pretty well. So, Kaoli's ready for it. She kind of knew something was going to happen and watches Haig fall down. I don't think Haig is still restrained anymore. Yeah, not by the monstrous spider. So let's get rid of that.
Yeah. Oh, Rentrap is still listed as having polymorph concentration on him.
Yeah, that was for when I turned the big spider into a little mouse or something.
Yeah.
So that can go away
and
too.
Then
I
I
just
think
wrote
we
it.
squished it eventually. So
Mm-hmm.
okay.
Well,
That's
you
better.
kept its tail under someone's boot for a little while there, but
Yeah. And then we eventually killed the mouse and I think ended up one-shotting the spider in the same blow.
Yep.
All right. So I think okay.
there was also talk of putting it down someone's shirt before polymorphing it back.
Yeah, there was talk, but
It did not.
but I don't think it happened.
No.
Okay.
But it was considered.
It was. Okay. I have a question for you.
Mhm.
In Tasha's, they introduced a new use of cunning action called steady aim, which basically I take my bonus action and do not move in order to gain advantage on my next shot.
Hmm.
Would you allow that?
Well, it sounds like an interesting mechanic. Unfortunately, I
Mhm.
don't have Tasha's, so I haven't had a chance to read into it. I do think it is a valid mechanic, but I'm concerned right off the bat about that in combination with your what is it, marksmanship, or what gives you that ability?
Sharpshooter.
Sharpshooter, thank you. That the two of them together could be awfully OP.
Well, I take sharpshooter mostly for the range and anti-cover benefits. I think I've used the -5 +10 maybe once in all of the characters that I've ever played.
I would
I
say
just
at least for now, let's give it a try. With two provisos. One, it can't be used at the same time as sharpshooter. And two, depending on how it pans out, it may not be an ability I keep in.
okay. And by not using with sharpshooter, you mean the -5 to hit, +10 to damage, correct?
Say that again?
By not used with sharpshooter, I still get the no penalty for shooting past my allies. I just can't use the -5 to hit, +10 to damage.
Yeah, I guess with steady shot, well, I guess it would also depend. I mean, if they're dancing around in battle, there's still a good chance you're going to wind up hitting them.
Okay.
Steady shot or not. Now, sharpshooter would definitely give you the ability to predict their, give you some ability to predict their actions.
Okay.
But again, I don't have Tasha, so I don't know exactly how the steady shot works.
Okay. I
So
will,
again, I would say being able to assure that you're going to clear your party, your comrades, is still going to require your sharpshooter feat.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I
In
have to
that
give you
case-
some challenge, and these abilities are
Yeah.
just basically wiping them all
I
out.
know. I know.
The challenge is
One of the
still
reasons
making.
why I hesitate. That's one of the reasons why I, as a DM, I hesitate with using Tasha's because, OMG, all those alternate abilities are just like overpowered.
Yeah, and then they can stack, and that's what happened with third edition, is that, you know, they didn't really think through or play test all the new abilities, which sounded cool and appropriate, but the way players were stacking them was like, okay, yeah, we got a problem here.
Yeah, but
and
Don,
the thing with allowing Tasha's just in general is that if you allow the alternate class abilities, then all your players have to apply those alternate class abilities, or some of them are going to be underpowered compared to the rest.
Okay, yeah, that's a really good consideration.
Yeah, so it's either everybody uses the alternate class abilities from Tasha's or nobody does. Steady aim is one of the few that I consider a la carte. So
I wouldn't think it is unreasonable to say that if you're not using your sharpshooter ability, you stand a more likely chance of hitting your targets or your party members if you're shooting around them.
Okay.
Steady shot or not.
Right. Okay. In that case,
Now that being said, if you're not using sharpshooter and you're using this new steady shot, that's the name of it, right?
steady aim, I think.
Steady aim. And you're using that ability to give yourself advantage, I think you could decline the advantage if you wind up actually hitting one of your party. And say, no,
Okay.
I'll take the lower roll on that one.
Okay. Okay. Then I think at the moment I am going to.
Because that'd be one of those situations where you're steady, you got the shot on there, and then right at the last second, Varric steps right in between you and your shot. And instead of letting it go, you kind of tilt it to the side quickly just to make sure you don't quite hit him.
Yeah. Okay. So let's see. Haig is prone. He's the one that tripped.
Yep.
The creatures are prone. And Varric is
Two
still.
of them, not all three of them.
Oh, Okay,
Number
so
one
one of-
number one managed to get up as a reaction.
okay. 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 And I can see him, yes?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're not that far out, and you do have some degree of dark vision, right?
Yep. 60 feet.
So yeah, at least his form is visible, even if you can't make out coloration details.
Okay. In that case, I am going to attack him simply because he makes a better target than the ones on the ground, even though the ones on the ground are like adjacent to my companion.
Alex, are you a rogue or a ranger?
The eternal question.
Okay, I'm just saying because I have Tasha's on D&D Beyond, and that shows up as a rogue feature, not a ranger feature. So
Okay. So if you ask Elohir, she is a ranger. But if you look at her character sheet, she is a rogue.
okay,
Does that answer your question?
okay.
And that's
Okay.
been something that's been understood between me and Alex since she created the cat.
Okay.
That's why I'm always kind of vague about this. Is she a ranger? Is she a rogue? We don't know.
That depends on who you ask. Are you asking Elohir or are you asking Alex?
She's a rogue that specializes in bow use.
So there, Keith, in the general text channel in Discord, I put the exact text of how that reads in Tasha's. So
Okay, perfect.
You can use this bonus action only if you haven't moved during this turn. And after you use the bonus action, your speed is 0 until the end of the current turn. Ooh, okay. All right, so that's good to know. There is definitely some limitation on it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you bring up a very good point about allowing Tasha's stuff for everyone or not at all. And since I don't have
Yeah.
access to the book, I'm thinking it probably is a smarter decision to say, yeah, let's not make this available until it's available and until all the options are available to the players. So I'll look into getting
Sounds
Tasha's.
good to me. Sounds good to me.
Okay.
Good thing you mentioned that only 2 of them were prone because that made a difference to my targeting choices. So yeah,
absolutely.
I smackied. I just poked Bugbear 1 with an arrow, and
Okay. And yeah, your sharpshooter allows you to do that. Your steady aim, you probably would wind up hitting Varric.
yeah. And then I'm going to duck over there because actually no, sorry, not that side. That's not the button I wanted to push.
Oh.
Hate it when that happens.
That is not the button I wanted to push. It confused me. It confused me. They used the same icon for 2 different things in 2 different contexts.
All right, so what happened? And what we need
My
to-
my token on the maps vanished because I hit the wrong button because they used the same icon for 2 different things to do 2 very different things.
Okay, so what did you wind up accidentally doing?
I deleted my token off the map. I'm still in the combat tracker. I'm just not on the map anymore. Ah, there we go. I was attempting to cancel my move because I really want to go on that side. So they can't see me. There we go. And then since I haven't used my bonus action, let's do this. And then we can do that.
It looks
Look
like
at
we got
that.
an artifact on the screen now.
Yeah. That happens when you do the wrong thing. It happens sometimes. It'll probably go away eventually.
Probably in the next
Hopefully.
reboot. I was able to get rid of it on the shared screen. Okay. So we got everything cleaned up. You took a shot at the one.
And
You
then I
did.
ducked behind the wall.
Hmm?
And then I ducked behind the wall.
Okay, yep. Which again wouldn't be an option with steady aim because your move would go down to 0. All right, so you actually do some pretty good damage to that. And I guess it's appropriate that Hay gets to move next since he's the one that caused all the problems. Oh, sorry. All right, Dan, what's your virtual brother gonna do? We could put it up for
It's-
party vote.
It's me, right?
Mhm.
No, I'm Haig.
Oh,
My
damn it.
brother, not my brother's turn yet. So I'm just gonna get up on one knee and start striking at 11 before I go all the way up. Nah, I guess I could stand all the way up. What's the point? So let's start with the Sunblade. Oh,
All right, so Alex, what's the
Big
rule
Dumb
again?
Ugly.
If he's prone, it what takes an action to stand up, or half his movement, or both?
It is half your movement to stand up.
But doesn't take an action.
Correct.
Yeah, that makes more sense. Third edition that took an action that cost you movement.
Yeah.
oh, come on. All right, and then back to the other hand.
And there are still feats or class features or something somewhere that let you take less movement to stand up without provoking, but
Right.
standard is it's just half your movement. And you miss on both swings. Wow, you're
2 or
still
3, yeah.
you're very very ashamed of
It's a
the
rough day.
fact that you tripped and screwed up the ambush. That's why you missed.
Yeah, I would
twice.
have to say so. I would have to. There's something going on here. Between last session and this, the brothers' die rolls have been pretty shitty. They're like, wait a minute, what are you? Are you guys really our tags?
I'm staying silent in shame.
Hey, they're doing half the job they need to, which is preventing the enemies from getting close to people like me.
This is true. This is true.
That's half their job. The other half is to take them down.
Yeah, this is why you have her around. She's great for PR. In addition to other obvious abilities. All right,
so it's my
Red
turn. I'm gonna thread the needle right between those guys and do a firebolt at that guy right in the middle.
11 or 1? 11. There we go. Okay. Oh, that was a nice hit. And did some good heavy damage to him too.
And I can imagine as they're getting into their swings and fighting, this little tiny orb of fire just comes right between them and strikes them in the side or shoulder or something.
No, that was nice. Definitely threading the needle. So yeah, they barely had a chance to respond yet, and they're already pretty hurting. So, all right, Varric, you're not. Varric's not prone.
No, I want to think I did forget to move between the two guys to kind of shift, but anyway, let's see. I gotta remember how to do his guy. I know I should know by now, but there's something where he sets a mark on one of the creatures. Anybody know off the top of his?
Like that,
What's that?
like a hunter's mark or something like that.
Yeah, I think it's the vow of enmity. Double check real quick. As a bonus action, you can utter a vow of enmity against a creature you can see within 10 feet of you using your channeled divinity. Get advantage on attack rolls against the creature for 1 minute till it drops to 0. Okay. So it's probably gonna drop to 0 in anyway, but oh wait, it did not. Set as active PC. Yeah, something's still happening. You're gonna have to target him for me, Keith.
Okay, which one?
11. Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
There's that. And then. Where is the? Attack deals an extra 1d6 physical. Okay. So the bugbear failed the save on a wrathful smite. Let's see. So that's the extra 1d6. So I swing after this. There isn't a swing action on the sheet itself. Wrathful smite. Isn't there supposed to be a blood drop or something where it actually does the swing for the damage, or did I just do the regular damage?
I think it gets added too, because it shows that the effect is on there. Oh, it's shift. Bow enemy, advanced attack, shift drag to target.
Did you shift drag the Vow of Enmity to the target?
No, I just did the target and then clicked the dice roll, the cast save wisdom DC dice square.
Okay, no, when you put the Vow of Enmity effect on yourself, did you do it just by clicking the button once or by dragging the button onto the target with a shift?
I double clicked the dice button.
Okay, for Vow of Enmity, you have to actually hold shift while you drag the button from your actions tab onto the target. Otherwise, it just gives you advantage on every attack.
Which one of the buttons do I drag of the 4? The dice button or one of the 3 guys, or each of the 3 guys, or what?
Vow of Enmity?
Yeah.
Should
Oh wait, hold
grab
on, hold on. No, the Vow of Enmity is done. Sorry, it's the Wrathful Smite I'm doing right now.
Okay, so you did shift drag the Vow of Enmity to the target you wanted?
I did not, but I'll do that now.
Because otherwise it gives you advantage on every attack, and that's not what you're looking for.
Okay.
Okay. Now make sure that the first one goes away. The one that doesn't have the special target notation.
I got it.
Make sure it does a what?
I got it.
There we go. Much better. Okay. For Wrathful Smite, now you just make your attack as normal. You've already hit the cast button, so, and they failed.
Right.
So you have, I don't know the description of Wrathful Smite off the top of
Next
my
time
head, but
Next time you hit with a melee weapon attack during the spell's duration, your attack deals an extra 1d6 psychic. Additionally, if the target is a creature, it must make a wisdom saving throw or be frightened of you until the spell ends. As an action, the creature can make a wisdom check against your spell save DC to steal its resolve and end this spell.
okay. So you're going to make a regular weapon attack.
Okay.
You do have to make sure that you've hit the running man icon that when you hover over it has tells you that it's the bonus psychic damage.
Give me just 1 second. All right, so I've got a running man that says effect Wrathful, damage 1d6, Wrathful Smite frightened, and Wrathful Smite self.
Okay, Wrathful, the one that says Wrathful Smite 1d6 damage
Okay.
is what you need to put on now.
Shift drag on him.
Nope, just regular click. Okay. Now make your weapon attack.
A 3 and a 4. Are you serious, Clark? All that for that. Holy Lord.
Okay.
Okay, never mind.
He gets another swing, right?
Not if I use my bonus action for the vow of enmity.
Doesn't he have extra
Oh,
attack?
yeah, he does have extra attack. You're right, but that'll just be a basic, right?
Just
just-
make your weapon attack swing for with the flail again for the second swing.
A 6 and a 7.
Dang!
Oh. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Ouch.
Well,
These are not
well
being
then,
kind to you.
that's annoying. All right. I guess we'll just have to try again next turn.
I guess so.
Just make sure that you know whether the text of the spell says it lasts until your next hit or until your next hit this turn, so that you know when it expires.
Till says still the spell ends and he can make a wisdom check against the spell. That's for the Wrathful Smite. For the enmity.
No, when you apply the spell, let me see if I can pull up Wrathful Smite. Okay. Okay, it's concentration up to 1 minute, so you do need to put that on you.
It's what? It's concentration to 1 minute. You said.
So yeah, the effect that just says
Yes,
Wrathful Smite concentration. There we
Yeah.
go. All right, so
Up
it is
twice.
until your next hit.
Okay.
Okay, it's on twice, which isn't ideal, but it's not terribly worrisome. There we go.
There we go.
All right. So yeah, so it is until your next hit or until you lose concentration. So okay.
All right, so Bugbear 21, who's on the ground, not happy, obviously. Let's see. Well, that's good. So he's going to get up. And he's obviously pissed off at Haig. And that's who he's going to target. Let's try that again.
Death to yappy dogs.
Sorry, I had to silence the curs. Okay, so he looks up. He's obviously quite pissed off. Oh, excuse me. Grabs his morning star that is at his side and takes a swing at Haig. Haig has stood up, so he's not prone anymore. And probably is the difference between the creature hitting and missing. So his turn is over, and Fekish is close enough in range to realize that something's going on.
See here. So going to move there.
And now you can see what's going on.
And which one do I want? Whoop. I don't want to move there. I just want to target him. There we go. And da-da-da. Abilities, no actions. And where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Spiritual hammer.
Smacky, smacky.
Missy, missy. And that would be my turn.
Well, I guess there is an advantage to trying to do it from range. All right, so next we have Bugbear 11, and he is the other one on the ground. He's unhappy with Haig either, but he also sees Barrack looming over. So he's deciding that the other one is being handled by his companion, and he decides to take a Barrack. He also picks up the morning star that he had next to him, and not enough to do anything. Guys are well armored, perhaps too much so. All right, Bugbear 1. He is not prone. Decides to use a slightly different weapon. He grabs a javelin that's lying against the wall. Attempts to also take out Barrack. Try to jab him through the side. Closing in on him enough. Let's see. And that's enough to land a hit on Barrack.
And I'll pick it up. I found all the answers to this
Barrack
question.
doesn't lose the concentration, which is good.
Oh,
But he does take 7 points of damage from the javelin.
I mean, she didn't really post anything on Google Classroom, but oh yeah, but yeah.
Tell the boy I said hi.
All
right, who's next? Ms., you're trying to be involved because you're too far out of action. Though, let's see. You're probably hearing some echoes at this point, especially after the after Haig tripped. I presume there was like a oh, what the hell did they get into now? So if you want to engage, you can probably move towards, or you can just hang out at the
I will probably run all the way here and to where the noise coming from. See all the short spiders to one side of me, then look down the other way, see them all gathered. I'm like, meow.
Now, remember, you did have to go through that corridor in order to come over here, so you do take a point of damage from that.
Okie dokie. Do I have to do that myself?
No, I got it.
Okay, cool. And I will
Just
look at
wondered where
them
it
with
came from.
my
It's like,
confused
what? I've been
cat.
staying out of this stuff.
I'll look at them with my confused cat expression and then turn.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Yep. You're right. Yoli.
Okay, so it looks like he stepped forward. Okay, so I'm going to step over here and pop out and make an attack. And I should get sneak for that, right? Is my sneak up to date? What the heck level am I? No, my sneak is not up to date.
You gotta love
Give
that
me a
sneak
moment.
attack.
Hmm. Sorry, I apparently forgot
Oh, no
to
worries. You take less time than probably the rest of us combined,
reset my sneak, so I have to reset my
or any
sneak.
one of us, I should say.
There we go. That's better. And then that.
Oof, look at all those dice.
Oh, yes. All right. He
Damn.
drops. Excellent. And
Oh,
then
4 points of damage.
I duck back around my corner and hide. Oops, that's not the roll I wanted to make. That's the roll I wanted to make. There we go. And then I hide. And then I'm done. Because hiding is what I do.
And that brings us back to Hague. You're up now.
Oh, yeah. So you're done with one. I'm already should be attacking
I
11.
think feeling a little pride needs to be earned back.
Oh, yeah. Let's see if we can do something here.
We're burning your digital dice. If they
Oh,
fail you
my
again.
golly.
Okay, well, it's not the weapon. Definitely not.
Hey, one hit. At least it killed it.
I think it might be time to change your dice color.
Yeah, there's a good idea.
There's a dice scale extension that actually does something to reset or cycle through your random number generator.
Really?
Yeah, and it actually works.
I don't know which is more disturbing, that something like that exists or that something like that is needed.
Right?
I think the answer to that is yes.
All right, Redreth. Mage in action.
Okay.
One down, 2 to go.
Is the center one down? Yeah. Oh, 2 of them are down. 1 to go.
I was gonna say 2
From what
down,
I
1 to
see.
go, yeah.
Okay.
Alex
so
did one,
it's
I just finished one.
So it's that one right there that is still up. It looks like.
Yes, it appears. Let me double check.
Okay. So I will come forward a bit, right along the wall, so I can.
11 and 1 are down. 21 is still up and uninjured.
Okay. So I can. I'm coming forward a little bit so I can see him, and then I
He's not
will.
completely underneath Hague, but Hague is, given his size, is still pretty much obscuring your view, not blocking.
It's funny because most of my spells, the vast majority of them, are not combat spells. They're all non-combat stuff, except for I've got Fireball and Flaming Sphere, but Flaming Sphere will hurt everybody near it. And so I can do Chromatic Orb, but the rest of them are doing such a good job. I'm simply going to toss another Firebolt at this guy.
Face it,
because
Jimmy, you're just a flamer.
I can live with that, actually. I represent that remark. Let's see. So very good. So I will do that. And that's all that I need to do. And then I will pass the turn. I'm happy letting other people be in front as opposed to what I was trying to do before.
Good hit, just not quite enough. All right, Varric. And go ahead and take care of your brother. And then after this combat, we're going to take our 15-minute break.
Sorry, my son was talking to me. Is it
That's
Varric again?
Yes, Varric is up again.
Okay. So
All that's left is the one that still Hague is in between, or you're in between them.
okay, so we're gonna
He just
do
doesn't have a clear shot on him at the moment.
okay. Varric is still targeting. Switch my target to 21, please. Or yeah, right. 1 and 11 are dead. Yes, to 21. Then I'll have to do the bonus action vow of enmity onto 21. Make sure that's right. Next target 11. So how do I take it? Okay, so I have to take it off 11 and get it onto 21. See effects.
Yeah, vow of
Bugbear
enmity,
11.
enmity applies to all creatures of that type, right? Alex?
Oh, I thought I had to pick.
Yeah, I think you still do have to pick, but I think that the description is supposed to be to all creatures of that type, right?
I'm pretty sure it's a specific enemy, a
Ah.
specific individual.
I thought it was more like the ranger, most
Racial.
enemy thing.
Or,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like, I hate bugbears. I kill them all. So yeah, let's double check on that. So vow enmity.
100% sure I have to go AFK. No, I'm not at my computer to look it up.
Bonus action, you can utter a vow enmity against a creature you can see within 10 feet of you. Using your channel divinity, you gain advantage on attack rolls against the creature for 1 minute or until it drops to 0 hit points or falls unconscious. So yeah, you can't transfer it to someone else. You can cast it if I guess it's available as a bonus action, but yeah, you can't transfer the existing one. Bonus actions are definitely nice to be able to take advantage of. Right, so let's see.
Oh, all the
Bugbear
stuff
rolled
I'm
a
saying is
20
not
on
good.
its save. Damn.
Yeah, I saw that. So he's not gonna have the fear, but
Nope.
let's just go for the damage.
He's stealed.
That'll do, pig.
Hey, at least both of those were in the double digits, you know, and it counts.
Yeah.
And it takes him down.
Okay, he's dead. All right, back to doing some dishes.
All right, there we go. There we go. Much better.
I forgot I was supposed to do the dishes while my wife was proctoring a county exam. So now I'm like, oh snap, and I ran to my sink because she's on the way home.
Oh yeah, I don't want her to find it after she gets home.
Right.
All right. So successful removal of bugbear infestation in this storeroom area. And let's see. Now that you can stop and look while upright, see if there's any useful information in here for you. Yes, I missed that. Not there, not there. There we go. All right, so once again, lit by candles, the south half of the room is piled high with crates and chests. Large figures lie on the mats in the northeast corner, which you have now dispatched. Okay, so that's what you have to think about and absorb into your various perceptory senses. And we will meet back here at 1:45. Sound good, all?
Very good.
Go ahead and pause the recording and we'll see you here in about 15 minutes.
All right.
Okay, and we're off. All right, so what are you guys going to do now that you've dispatched these three?
Listen at the door.
Listen at the door. Go ahead and do a investigation. Okay, you hear nothing.
I heard nothing. All right. Means either I rolled really badly or there's nothing to hear. Entirely possible that it's both.
Anyway, so yeah, I hear nothing.
Send the Goliaths in.
Is the door seem to be locked?
No, it does not.
Okay. Then in that case, I'm going to come back over here and ask people if we want to open the door or if we want to go check out the other passageway first.
If the other passageway is open, then yeah, we probably, I would think, should go and go down there and check that out.
It is
Okay.
open.
Okay, by me. I don't care. I am unbiased.
So who's leading the way?
Me. I'm gonna tell people to stay put, and then I'm going to float down over here.
The floaty rogie.
She's not a rogue. Don't call her that. Don't call her that, or you will get an arrow when you're not expecting it. Ah, more passageways. Northish or southish?
Redreth is just kind of sauntering along behind.
And you get a glare from the ranger.
You get a smile and a shrug in reply.
And indifferent. I don't give a fuck.
Yes, she's like, I thought I told you to stay back and wait for me. And you guys are like, and you guys are just kind of shrugging, like,
You
so?
expect them to listen?
Anybody bother to search the bugbears? Anything worth entertaining?
I'm just imagining they're all behind you singing the song "Let Follow the Leader."
T-dum, TD, T-Ledo, T-Day.
Yeah, if you guys start singing, then I'm just going to sit here floating an inch or two off the ground and just like wait for you to shut up.
Even Hobbit songs?
Silently tapping your foot.
Yeah, tapping my foot against the air, right?
We're just
I'm
following
gonna-
Redrith because we were originally paid to protect him. So that's what we're doing.
I'm going to north or south. North it's evens, south it's odds. Okay, south it is. I'm gonna float down. I'm going to give you a stern look and a stay put until I tell you to, and then I'm going to come floating down this way.
By the way, how dark is this? Oh, that's right. The Goliaths have their goggle things.
Have monocle.
So
They have their monocles of night.
We're not talking, but every once in a while you hear a.
Yeah.
Anyway, this appears to be just a dead end.
Okay.
It looks
It's
like
allowed to appear to be just a dead end.
it appears to be a freshly hewn tunnel. So you're
Oh,
looking for something in around here.
Okay, so it's a dead end because we interrupted them while they were on break or something, rather than as likely as they gave up because it's fresh. Okay, then in that case, I'm going to float over on that way and see what I can see.
And basically the same situation.
Okay. I'm going to come back over here and tell them, okay, now we go investigate what's behind the door, because there appears to be nothing this way.
It doesn't have you curious why they might be digging in that direction? I'm curious.
And I just give you this look like, I'm not digging.
Oh, I don't remember. Let me check. Let me check to see who has any perception.
You mean
'Cause-
besides me?
well, between me and my brother here, I got a +4. I'm kind of surprised she didn't look, so I'm gonna drift.
Yeah,
Oh,
Redruth would like to do a bit of investigation down there just to see if
Yeah.
there's anything that's being missed.
Yeah,
I'll roll it, drop it in the tower for you.
yeah. Haig's gonna drop a perception.
Just to see if there's anything there that is that wasn't seen previously.
And I'll use Varric's investigation as well.
So nothing unusual really stands out to you. Couple of broken mining picks and stuff, which makes it pretty clear that they were obviously trying to dig through here. Nothing concealed that seems apparent or even not apparent. Did a little bit of poking around and whatnot, but you're pretty sure these are dead ends. But why they were digging, you can't quite figure out. Were they looking for something? Were they just seeing what was in the soil? They looking to make more rooms? Any or all of the above are possible.
They were expanding their e-bile.
Well, fine.
Yeah. So I'm going to come back and stand about here and let somebody else open the door.
Well, my luck has been pretty good. Let me, test it some more. Bounce all over the map here. Now that Miz did it that once, I want to do it correct too. Instead of just floating through walls and such.
Yeah, not supposed to float through walls. I mean, you can try, but
Right, bro.
My dog's barking at somebody.
uh-oh. Silly dog.
Shall I remove the bugbear bodies? Are we done with them?
Did somebody want to search them?
I was going to, yeah.
Okay. Then you can search them and then he can get rid of the bugbear bodies.
Yes.
Just a question for you, Keith. Being we're in a desert, are bugbears similar to naked mole rats? Or they're actually furless?
That's a good question. Let's see. Born for battle and mayhem, surviving by raiding and hunting, they bully the goblin or bugbears are often found in the company of their cousins, hobgoblins and goblins. Horrors of Rugek, being ambushers. A good thing you guys managed to ambush them instead of the other way around. No, I'm gonna say that they have fur. Yeah, they look pretty furry in the pictures, at least
Hmm.
along the legs and elbows and joints and up by the head. Naked mole rats. All right. Now what?
Did they have anything noteworthy?
On them? No, just mining tools
All right then.
and their weapons, the javelin and morning stars.
Sally forth to opening doors.
Okay, somebody open the door. I am ready to shoot something if the door opens and hostiles jump out waving weapons.
I open the door, trying to keep the hinges silent as I do.
A 10-foot wide corridor runs east and west, well lit by glowing balls of light. Opposite your door is another door that faces it. Each door is decorated with a carving of a bald man with the earring in his right ear. So the one on the door facing you is facing you, and the one on the door that you just opened is facing to the east at the moment. I'm sorry, facing to the west.
So when the doors are closed, they're facing each other.
Correct.
Okay. So I'm going to come over here and peek in and examine both doors, as well as see what else I can see in the corridor. See if I can learn anything new.
All right. As soon as you walk into the hallway and
Mhm.
and past the door of with the headpiece facing out, all of a
Mhm.
sudden you start hearing, "Help! Help! Intruding infidel dogs! Help! Help! Tourists! Tourists!" It comes from the
The
thing on the
face
door.
of the faces on the door.
Yeah, you don't see anything move, but no, just the one on the open door.
Oh, just the one on the open door?
Yep, you don't see anything moving or anything else, but the sound is definitely coming from the one that Haig just opened.
I
Oh,
would assume
interesting.
Haig would, as a reaction, smash it off the door.
I would assume too. Is that going to be your
I-
reaction?
I was gonna ask if the face is it just resonating from the door, or can you actually see the mouths move?
No, again, it's just coming from the one door that you can tell, but there's no motion or animation that seems to coincide with it.
Huh.
Interesting. Okay.
Actually, Varric's gonna be the one to come up and hit it with a big round morning star, spiky morning star on its face.
Nice. Okay.
How do I target it?
Good point. Yeah, I don't have an object for it, so we're just going to do blind, non-targeted.
Untargeted.
Help! Help!
Oh, wait.
Intruding infidel dogs! Help! Help! Tourists! Tourists!
Thunk. But I gotta take my.
You were
Valve
still
ammo
targeting
off.
the bugbear, and you still have
Yeah.
advantage set to yourself.
I'm trying
So
to get to that.
You have to remove the vow of enmity from your character.
Let me
Yeah.
do that.
Well, mostly because it's probably expired by now.
Well, if I was actually advancing the clock, maybe. Speaking of which, I need to do so. Okay, targets have been cleared. And a 12, especially with a +8, is definitely enough to hit the thing that is attached to the fixed door. Let's go ahead and roll damage. Not as much damage as you would like, but
I'm about to take my ball and go home.
yeah, it doesn't seem to dissuade it or change its tone or anything else. It's still going, help, help, intruding infidel dogs, help, help, tourists, tourists.
Okay then.
Do you hear a
Um,
reaction from down the hall either way? Because if there's nobody here, then it doesn't matter how long it shouts.
Yeah.
That is a good point.
Any magic people want to try anything on this?
Nope. I made a boo-boo.
Oh boy.
Oopsies.
Not a game-changing boo-boo and nothing disclosed prematurely, but I have to do some rewrite.
All right, I'll start
Rewrite on the
rolling up a
fly.
new character.
No, rewrite on the fly. Okay, so let's see. I guess that'll have to work.
As Hag quietly shuts the door with Alex in the other corridor.
Yes.
You really gonna abandon your sneakiest character?
If you guys ever watched Avatar the cartoon, you know when it's so in the intro where he's like whistling and he closes the door. I don't know if anybody knows what I'm talking about, but he's like,
Oh crap.
Uh-oh. That doesn't sound good.
Ooh, Oh, that might work perfectly. Okay, so let's see. That. That. All right. So about the time that the second one goes off, maybe the third one, the door across the way opens.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, this might be just a little bit obvious, but you know what? Oh well. And in the doorway, you see this.
Oops.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm gonna backpedal. I'm gonna backpedal to about there.
The brothers made the noise I just made.
Fireball? I think it's time for a fireball.
Chuck it
You
ahead
are
of us.
using your ability, Kaylee, right?
You can just close the door after it goes through.
Yeah,
I
sure.
think, in other
If I need
words,
to.
yes. Well, unless you want to give him an opportunity attack.
Oh, no. I have no intention of offering him an opportunity attack.
I think we can get rid of the bugbears now. And go ahead and roll initiative, everyone.
I'm calling it now that my bad rolls were all leading up to this, where it's going to turn my luck and good rolls are coming.
I hope it does.
Are you chucking the fireball with us trying to close the door behind the cast?
No, I'm pretty sure that would just blow everybody right back off the thing, and with such a large radius to its damage. Got to do something else.
Fine.
Question is, did he step through the door into the hallway, or is he still in the other doorway?
Good point. Yeah, he's kind of like standing in the doorway.
Okay.
The doors do open inward into the rooms, so he kind of had to step aside so that the door could open and then step into the doorway, as opposed to the door just opening outward and him being there. And that's also true for the way the door opens for you guys.
Okay.
All right, so, but with that being said, he has initiative.
Of course he does.
I don't
Yeah,
even see him on the combat tracker.
You don't?
Nope. We don't see him
Not
on the
yet,
combat
no.
tracker. And we don't see him on the map.
Unidentified Baden. Let's do this.
Okay, is he showing up on the combat tracker for you now?
Yes.
He's on the map,
Yep,
so
now he's there.
he's highlighted. So yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Okay. All right, so let's see.
Wow, he had a higher initiative than 23. Holy cow.
Yeah.
Mizram, did you actually catch up to the group?
Yes.
I see.
Okay, so he looks at you, or he looks at Kaylee as she falls back into the room, and he also firmly plants his gaze on the two Goliaths. Other
Woohoo!
than that, you're not too sure who else he acknowledges, or notices. But what he does do
He cast a spell.
Yep, everything in that sphere goes completely pitch black, and you lose track of where he is.
Fantastic.
Wonderful.
Redreth, you are up.
Okay. I was just in the wrong spot for that.
Yeah.
See.
And I would point out also, Ms., your cat sense is tingling.
Ooh.
Is that like the hair, that spot with the hair on the back of his tail starts standing up on end?
Exactly.
All right. Well,
Something just entered the area that he doesn't like.
Wonderful.
well, how bad are the brothers going to hurt me if I fireball them?
That's a good question.
Guess we won't know till we do it.
Yeah, I guess we'll have to find out.
Because I know where the corridor was, so I can do this. If his door is still open and our door is still open, it's going to go down the corridors and into the rooms.
Mm-hmm.
And it'll catch him.
If he's still there.
That's true. If he hasn't left, it'll catch him. But that's the only thing. If I could have seen him cast the spell, I could have counterspelled it. But
Right.
But since I was not, I don't think I had a line on him through.
No,
Well, it's not a spell.
he only could see the two Goliaths and Elohir dodging between them. His view, like I
Right.
said, his view of everyone else and your ability to see him is definitely obscured. But Ms. does
Okay.
sense a presence.
Now, the question for did Miz sense it as soon as the door opened?
He wouldn't know. He wouldn't know exactly because he didn't have view of the door. So it's around the same time, but you're not going to be able to pinpoint what triggered what.
I still have the fling poo option.
But is it a stinky poo? You know, those little hard nuggets don't really do.
That's the mysteries of the
soft,
universe.
smelly
We
ones.
will see. All right. Yeah. So you're going to have to tell me if this actually hits him. I am going to send the fireball right to where because I could see, basically when they opened the door, I could see the other door. So I'm basically aiming right for where the door and the wall meet, right there.
Okay.
And so if he is in the area, then he'll get hit. But I'm going to target the brothers, unfortunately, because they will definitely be in the blast radius. Oops. What did I just do? How?
I don't know.
How did I?
Did your map disappear on you?
No, oh, okay, now it's showing me.
Yeah, the map closed.
There,
on
okay.
me
Now I've got,
so far.
now I've got, I think I've got both of them targeted. It shows it with two different arrows. Or colored arrows. That's kind of weird. Okay, I haven't seen that before.
Oh, yeah, because
right.
it has different colored dice.
Oh, cool.
Speaking of which,
When you target a friendly, the tip of the arrow is the color of the PC's dice.
Okay,
And when you target an NPC, friendly or not, then it's the faction color.
okay. So when I throw this, since I can't see him, I can't target him.
Yeah,
So it's a
that's
dex.
usually true.
It's a dex save on his part, though, as to whether he successfully avoids the damage or not. So you'll just have to manually roll that dex save.
Okay.
So I will toss the fireball again right to there, hoping to catch him. And I will, as I do it, I will say, sorry.
Draw that circle.
Okay. So it's like that. It's weird. It's 20 and 20. So I don't know. So there you go.
Okay.
Because I would assume the fireball would hit the door frame right there. So that now I don't have any control over that. So my mouse is acting really weird. It's almost like when you click out of an application and then you don't really have control over it anymore or something. I don't know.
Oh, that's annoying.
Okay, so that is where that is going. And okay, and it's not that spell, it is this spell. Okay. So that is that. Oh, they both failed. Well, that's gonna suck.
we got Stone's Endurance. We
Okay.
both haven't used it, so I'll use that if it's.
So I don't know if you need to roll or if I totally missed him, Keith. So, but there's the dice.
Hold on.
Ouchies.
Okay, Stone's Endurance for both the brothers. Oh. Hold on, let me read it again. I think it's yeah, D12 plus con modifier. I gotta set.
Let's see.
Come on.
What kind of save is that?
Dex.
Dex save. That's right. Thank you.
Dex saver. So it'll be 17 points if he makes the save, 34 if he doesn't.
Oh, max, nice. So that's plus the con, which is a +4, so 16. I just about have the damage anyway.
Did Varric actually
Nice.
go down?
No.
I'm rolling for the Stone's Endurance right now.
Okay.
It's not letting me set him as active PC though.
I think you click the
This is
little
weird.
speech bubble on his character sheet.
That's what I did.
To...
That's what I did. Let me see. So his con modifier is a +1. Dang. He's gonna take 31.
Ouch.
Yeah.
So he's still going down.
Is he? What was he prior?
Well, he took 30. Well, according to the damage rolled, he took 34 -2, which exceeded his hit points by 2. So either way, he's going to go down.
Wait, if it exceeded it by 2, and you,
But I
Dan,
saved
you
3. I
said
should have 1.
still has 1 hit
Oh,
point. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not letting me do anything to
after
his character sheet.
after I throw that, I am going right back up. I think I'm 30 feet is as far as I can move. I think, is that right? Getting out of, yeah, I'm 30 feet. So yeah. So as soon after I cast that, I'm heading right, bolting as far as I can, right up the thing there.
Okay.
And as I pass Fekish, I'll say, heal Varric if you can. Although you can't really see him, but in the darkness.
Ugh.
Okay, wait a minute. So did you had damage already before the fireball, right? Okay.
I don't think Haig did.
Egg didn't, Varric did.
Varric did. My Stone's Endurance took 16 off the blast. Varric's only took 3.
Gotcha. So okay, actually that you could be at 57 then.
Right.
All right, that makes sense then. Okay, so fireball goes off. Large thunderous boom echoes through the cavern. One of the Goliath goes down, and as the blast dissipates and the smoke begins to clear, you hear a
Alrighty then.
and I believe that ends Redreth's turn. Gives Kaylee a chance to.
Oh yeah. I peace out as soon as I throw that fireball.
Yeah, I'm gonna backpedal over here. And
Yeah, Mizram, at this point, you start seeing at least 2 of them coming back your way pretty quickly.
After a huge flash of light.
Yes, that's true. You did hear the fireball go off, and probably felt some amount of heat from it. Nothing damaging, but enough like, oh yeah, there's another one of his specialties.
All right. Varric's going to tell Haig, that hurt. Lure him to the bottleneck. And back out this way. Actually, yeah. Yeah. And I tried to turn complete, but I can't advance.
Well, probably better that you get the heck out of there. Yeah, you are not unconscious. All right, anything else you're going to do besides backtrack?
Not blindly. Let me see. I can, yeah. I've got some of my own healing. Let me look at his stuff. Sorry again, guys. Never mind, lay on hands. I gotta do to somebody else.
You can lay on lay on hands to yourself.
You can?
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, I don't see why not.
Okay. You have a pool of healing that replenishes when you take a long rest. With that pool, you can restore a total number of hit points equal to your paladin level times 5.
Just range touch.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
I think you're allowed to touch yourself.
well then.
Not in public.
So I guess target myself, I guess.
Get a room.
So. Okay, number of hit points that is alternatively, you can expend 5 points from your pool of healing to cure the target of one disease or poison. So how do you roll for it?
I don't think there is a roll.
You
It's just-
don't?
yeah, It's just 25 points back in there. So.
It's just a straight heal.
Okay.
There's no roll involved.
Okay.
You just declare that you're using X number of points to do either healing or condition removal, and then you
Oh yeah. Well,
apply
yeah.
the
So I already put
Apply
back
the
25
healing.
points.
Yeah, I'm gonna use the max of that, unfortunately.
And that's 25, right? Or no?
Yeah. But it's level, what did it say? Level times 5?
yeah. So I think that's 35.
35, yeah.
If you're
So-
level
so
7,
Level now.
if
Just
you're
do
level
the-
7 paladin.
Do the 25, save 10, in case I need them.
Can you do that?
So to say,
Okay.
Yeah, you can break it up however you want.
All right. So you're only down 32 points then at the moment, relatively speaking.
okay,
And is that your turn?
yeah.
Okay. Then your brother's
Jeez
up.
and crow.
I should say. You are up.
All right, I'm gonna start backing up too and shut the door. Shut the door on my way backwards.
So you manage to close the door and step back. You don't take any additional hits, but the blackness is still in the southern half of that room.
I can't do anything special.
Okay, Miz.
Right.
You're
I'll step into the corridor, then I'll hiss in everyone direction that I don't like go down there, and you'll feel a little sensation on the back of your neck, like you're being lit to death, Varric, and you will heal some hit points. If the game don't be weird.
accompanied by a purring sensation.
Yes.
Oh, this feels good.
Let me
Again, get a room.
Hey, this is a swinger party now.
Our lovely cleric is up now.
So how much Oh, everyone got back 10 points. Okay. All right. So Fekas, you're up.
Well, I don't have a target, which is
Nope.
not helpful.
Well, that's
But
part
only-
of the. I mean, you should appreciate the advantages of stealth.
Well, yeah, and I know exactly what we're dealing with, which is not helping things. Uh,
I don't think you're alone there. Everyone knows what you're dealing with, right? Yes, no, maybe.
All I know is that he can create a darkness field.
Yeah,
it's not a
which
spell.
makes him
innate
dangerous
ability.
because we can't see through it.
I'm not impressed. We were only almost killed by our own wizard.
Well, yeah, true. But then again, any of you with any elven heritage
Cry to the cleric.
would absolutely recognize what this is.
Drow?
Okay, so Alex does not.
I don't know.
Draw magic user, which is not a good thing.
Honestly, it looks
wow.
like the spider from Fandelver.
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
That sphere is not a mage spell, it's an innate ability.
Yep.
And they have a high magic resistance, so he probably thought that fireball tickled a little bit. Shit. All right, probably the
Again, I'm
smartest.
not impressed.
Yeah, well, probably the smartest thing to do would be to try to. Well, nobody's really injured at this point except for who's the worst off. Everybody's back up to fighting strength. I need a target for silence, huh? I can't just cost it willy
You
nilly.
can target. You can you target a point. I think, or you can.
Shit. Yeah, silence probably. Just use this as directional, but somewhere around there. But he closed the door, huh?
Yep.
Yes,
Yeah.
I did.
Well, shit. I guess probably just ready action and wait. Or back up like everybody else.
Well, if you're going to ready in action, what's your trigger?
Something coming out of that sphere or hearing that door open, one or the other.
Okay. And your response will be?
Either silence or spiritual hammer.
Okay, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt there. All right. And I guess that kind of ends your turn at the moment then?
Yep. Shit.
I believe that's a new round.
Damn drow. More fun to play than they are to play against.
Yep. Assuming you actually remember to use all their abilities.
Oh, I do.
I have a bad habit of not remembering to use all my bad guys' abilities. So
Keith let me play a drow assassin in one of his campaigns that's still alive and up and around causing chaos.
what fun.
That was a second edition campaign too.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I was his one of his worst nightmares between myself and Keelan, his other friend.
Who was a psionicist, and they had a mind meld.
Yeah.
They were formidable.
We were a thorn in Keith's butt.
I could have swore there was a ready effect or something. I ain't gonna worry about it now. All right.
There's not built in. I have one, but I rarely remember to use it.
I hate to be a buzzkill though, but I do have like a hard. I got to bail at 11 because we have other plans this afternoon. So
Not a problem. I think we should be able to get through one more round of combat.
okay.
Okay. If somebody barks in the background.
Yes.
Yes, dogs are evil. All right, so Redreth, you are up.
Okay, and I still don't see whoever he is. I'm going to slide up against the wall, right up against the wall to get as good of an angle onto the, to see what's in the room as possible.
Yeah, all you can see is a very blackened sphere in the southern half of it. That's it.
Okay, hang on a second.
Or portion of a sphere, I should say.
So I don't see him at all, right?
Nope.
And do I know anything about Drow? Would I know if he has the ability to make himself invisible?
You're Elven heritage, right?
Oh yeah.
I think I'm the only elf. Oh, no,
No, I'm an elf.
sorry. Mizram and Redruth are also elves, sorry.
Yes.
Wrong
I was
campaign.
gonna say, I thought most of us were elves except for the Goliaths
Yep. So yeah, you guys all have
until Albie joined.
Dragonborn.
Right, until Albie joined, I thought that because we made jokes about how we were not a very diverse ethnic group.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Hey, we're ethnically diverse.
Hey,
We're
you
just
improved your ranks.
All right.
There's certainly no glass ceilings in this group.
True that.
All right, then I am, because this could be a problem. Since I don't see him, I am going to cast mirror image on myself.
So just as a reminder, though, for any of you with any Elven heritage, even if you haven't encountered a Drow before, you certainly have been told tales in your youth that make you very wary of them.
we know the stories.
Yes. And like them,
Okay.
many of them are shrouded in darkness. You don't know how much can be believed or not believed.
Well,
Okay.
I
Okay.
guess,
So I bring up mirror action or mirror image. So now I have 3 duplicates of myself up here mirroring my movements to make me a little harder to kill here. And then if I see him cast a spell, my goal is to counterspell it if I see it.
Okay, so you want to get eyes on them.
That's why I slid over against the wall so I could see as much of the room as possible. But he's currently, if he's in the darkness still, then I have no idea where he is.
Yeah, you don't know if
He's
he's in the darkness.
Darkness or otherwise not where we can see him.
Right, exactly. Yeah, so okay. That's all I'm doing. I'm standing there just waiting with the 3 duplicates and then ready to cast, because counter spells a reaction. So if I see him attempt to cast something, I'll throw that.
You're just
And that's it.
readying for counterspell, basically.
Yep, exactly.
Okay. So then we move on to Kaylee.
Yeah, if I see him, I'm gonna shoot him. Otherwise, there's not a whole lot I can do.
All right. So then we move on to Varric, who presumably is no longer targeting himself.
Varric is going to verbalize that he can probably see out of the circle, even though he's inside. So chances of us seeing him to do anything is probably nil. That's my guess. I don't think there's anything I can do without blinding, or anything I can do.
You just
blindly.
basically ready yourself to attack him if he comes in range, right?
Which he's
Like
not going to do.
That's probably about all you can do, is just be ready. And hope he makes a mistake.
All right, so Varric is readying. We're
Yeah.
moving on to Hague.
Yeah, we're just gonna have to sit here and see how he reacts.
All right, so the same with Hague. He's readying in action.
Yeah.
Miz,
I will look at all them and slowly backpedal this way, thinking, well, better give them room if they need a quick exit.
and Fekish.
Move there. And yeah, continue to wait till that door opens.
All right, so this leads in actually into a perfect,
Stalemate.
well, not stalemate, but I was going to say session break, because basically what's going to happen at this point now is you don't see anything and he doesn't see anything from you, and it's going to wind up being a waiting game. So
Yeah.
we'll get to see who's going to break first. So perfect time for a hiatus.
All righty.
So what the decision will be when we return in 2 weeks, presuming we're all there, is basically nothing's going to happen no matter how long you wait. So
Who
the
blinks
question is
first?
going,
Who blinks first?
right. So, but it's going to basically come down to you guys deciding whether or not you're going to push that point of exploration, that direction, or if you guys are going to backtrack and do something different.
Well, here's the problem though, is backtracking and doing something different means he's there. He knows we're here.
He knows you're
So-
there anyway.
Yeah,
The question is, are you going to walk into what he's obviously set up for you?
but I don't want to walk away leaving him at our back.
Right.
That's,
Well, I
that's
think I think
more
my
dangerous than
Redred's
killing him.
next step will be to wait for the darkness to go away, because I'm not sure how long that darkness can hang around. But then have someone open the door, and I'll cast a flaming sphere that I can then hold, and then we will just send it through the door and let it do damage to anybody who's there, because it'll hit everybody within 5 feet. So that's a way to definitely feel out if somebody's in there or not.
Well, all right.
So
what
that's
I
my
can-
plan.
What I can fill you in on, since that's a reasonable time frame, is that 10 minutes after it goes off, the darkness fades away and there's no one else in the room.
Perfect. Then that's the plan, though, is to get the flaming sphere ready. Somebody can throw open the door, and I can just send it through and just run it up and down the hallway and see if it hits anything, basically.
So after the sphere disappears, that's the timestamp.
All right.
Okay.
Cool.
Either way, peace, love, and yogurt, guys. Thanks for the round, and I'll catch you in 2 weeks. I got
Yep.
a boogie.
Give my love to the family.
Will do. Cheers.
You take care. Just question, Keith. You did say this area we're in is newly built, right?
This area, no, all of this is very ancient, but this area definitely seems. All right, so looking at the screen, the shared screen inside Zoom,
Yeah.
you can see the map as we've discovered it so far. All right, so all of it seems relatively old, at least a few hundred years old.
Yeah.
So this area in here, all the way through to where you found the monkey, the secret door guarded by the monkey over here. All of this seems to be about the same age as the area that you just went into. But this back area that you're in now, including where the spiders are and where
Yeah.
the goblins were sleeping for the mining, definitely seems much older, on the order of probably a millennia.
Oh, wow.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah,
Okay.
'cause I just
So
wondered because
fight the drow, or go up and fight the unspeakable evil we detect up above. That's the question.
So we've got
Like
one
you
more
said,
door
I
to
don't like
explore
walking.
before we go. We've got one more door to explore through before we go fighting unspeakable evil. And honestly, despite all the stories that she's heard, Kaeli would rather go up against the drow than the unspeakable evil at the moment.
Well, and like the drow knows we're here. So who's to say he's
Yeah.
going to leave us alone?
Yeah, exactly. I don't think they will. I think we have to take care of them. They'll just bring more friends.
Yeah.
And they told two friends, and they told two friends, and so on, and so on. And hey, drow party.
Yeah. So we will have to
Bet you weren't expecting one of them.
no, not really.
No,
I
don't
still
think
have another fireball.
Well, the reason why I was asking, because like I said, it just map imagery was just different. I just wondered, like, yeah, but no, if it's all similar age, kind of makes sense. I just wonder if like this was like a different complex, and a drow accidentally stumbled upon this old temple near their complex and went, "Oh, we'll extend into this old complex."
Well, no, definitely a very valid question. As you can tell, there's definitely some hidden information in the answer.
Yeah, yes.
So, and of course, you guys still have no idea how much further back this section goes.
No.
You could tell that
Yeah.
there was a corridor that I can probably reveal just a little bit more so you guys get a more of a feel for what you did see at the
I'm going to have to try and sweet talk Alex Carrito Kaoli into let me ride in a front pocket as a weasel cat.
As a cat snake.
Actually, I could see her having a ferret like or a ferret like familiar would not be a bad thing. Or I should say a familiar like ferret.
Well, the best thing is, if you run into trouble, that is like instant mage in your pocket.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, there's definitely advantages to that.
against that.
No doubt.
She wouldn't be against that, especially since she knows you a little bit now.
I think you probably prefer me in animal form, being I'm less weird in animal form.
Maybe not quite so creepy. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and kill the recording at this point. So this ends session 45. Next week, we'll figure out what danger attracts these people the most.
Yeah.
See you in 2 weeks.
I need the table up for a little bit, but I don't necessarily need Zoom up.
Yeah,
I
I'm just
have to
killing
finish.
I'm just killing the recording right now. So